Hey, everybody, welcome. It's another Tuesday night here with the Paranormal Chat with Lost Limbs Foundation Net Radio. That's going to be shortened. It was
Yeah.
his or however his idea. So yeah, that'll have to be a little shorter. It's like I can't remember. I have to bring it up on the cue card.
We can just say welcome to Paranormal Chat. How's
There you
that?
go. That works. Yeah. So yeah,
Everybody
something
can
like that
add
works.
the other part on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a busy weekend at Dashmore. I'm not sure what you guys did at Rhodes, but yeah, it was kind of crazy busy out there.
Busy weekend here as well. Yeah. I mean, we had the public investigations, the public overnight and public investigation Saturday night, and busy here as well.
Cool. So tonight we're changing things a little bit. We did have Chad Lindbergh scheduled to be on the night, and unfortunately Chad was not be able to make it due to some scheduling with his new show or TV program, whatever he's got coming out. So next week we're going to have Chad out here. We're going to do a 2-hour episode next week. We're going to start with Chad. Instead of being on at 8:00 or Central, 9:00 Eastern, we're going to be on at 7:00 Central, 8:00 Eastern, and then Robert Murch will be on at 9:00 Eastern till 10:00. So it'll be a 2-hour special next week. So we're really going to charge. We've moved from not doing these at all to doing every Tuesday. Now we're doing a double header. So as Ernie Banks said, let's play two. So yeah, it'll be fun. So it'll be a good time.
Absolutely.
But if just so we can kind of get these guys going, because we already got some comments that are popping in and all too. So
Cool.
I'm gonna bring Beth and Pam in from Ghost Hunts USA, and we're to chat with them a little bit and see what's going on with those guys. And there they are. They're already making us look better, Mike.
Yeah.
We do our best. Do our best.
How's it going?
Wonderful. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing great. In fact, I actually had a chance to, it was with Pam anyway, this past weekend. She was there for a little while and came out and shot some pictures and all. So, yep, it was a lot of fun. And, it's always nice to have these guys. They've came around. We've had them at Ashmore numerous times in the last 6 years out of the 7 that I've owned it. So appreciate you guys coming out and doing stuff. But kind of thought we'd run you tonight just to see what's going on with you guys.
Awesome. Ashmore, Jesus, 6 years we've been going there. And it's been amazing. It was practically home to me for a few years. Every event I was going and working, and it's an amazing, amazing location. I'm glad Pam finally got to enjoy it.
I know. It took me 6 years to get there. That was the first time there. I was so excited. I had issues with the plane on the way there, but darn it, I was getting there. Like, there was no way I was canceling. I was going to drive if I had to, but I was getting there. So I'm glad I made it. It was a wonderful. It was an awesome place.
It is.
Great first time there then, huh?
Yes, absolutely. And I can't wait to go back.
Well, it's mine. You're not going back.
We could go together. I mean, that would be fun.
All right, I guess.
I think this person's going to be out there in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Our team member.
Well, Ashley was with us on Friday night for a while. We had some fun. We were talking to Joe down in the boiler room. Joe with Jim. Joe, right?
Joe.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
But you guys were doing a bunch of locations. Just tell us what you guys do with Ghost Hunts USA. I mean, you guys go everywhere.
Yeah, we do. Go ahead, Pam.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah,
Yeah, we do. We actually we go all over the country, everywhere from the East Coast to the West Coast, all the bucket list locations that people want to come investigate. We show you how to do it. We show you how to use the equipment. We show you different ways. Every investigator does things differently, so we show you how to investigate, how to do it a different way. Each area is different. We have the cool equipment and the basic stuff and ourselves, so we have a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah, and it doesn't matter how large the event is as far as guest-wise, because we always break you down into smaller groups. That way you can experience each investigator, like Pam said, how different we do things. So you would actually rotate between us to learn different types of equipment and see us. Hey, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jay's here.
Yeah. We have unique 13 events where it's a much smaller location with a much smaller amount of guests that attend it. And then we have large ones like, Missouri State Pen, where we do 6 groups, 6 rotations. So we have them all across the board.
Do you guys usually get a lot? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no,
do
you're good.
you guys usually get a lot of first timers, I guess, so to speak, people that just had an experience and want to learn more and get into the paranormal field?
Oh, yeah. It's a wide range from people who have never done this before because they were brought there by a sister or a friend or a boyfriend that's very into it, but they're not, who become believers and get that paranormal bug and want to come back, to people that watch the ghost hunting shows all the time and think, oh my gosh, and now I have an opportunity to go out and do this myself, to entire teams that will book tickets to come to the events. Yeah, it's a very wide range of guests that we get.
Those are the best. The skeptics are the best because they always end up leaving and amazed, and they have so much fun, and they're like, you know what? That was absolutely insane. So that always makes us happy.
That's right. That's true. Oh, hi, Frankie, Melissa. Those are some of our team members as well, are in here.
Oh, hey guys.
Yay.
Now, how do you guys find locations? What do you do to find them, and how do you set things up with them?
Okay, yeah, that's her department.
We research them, and we call and we talk to them. A lot of it comes too from people recommending, hey, I got this cool place. We check it out. We love doing that history and being able to help bring that back into the building and keep the maintenance going and keep lights on. And, a lot of the buildings are old, and, we help bring the funds in that are needed to help run them. So a lot of people that will allow it, they'll allow paranormal investigations. They allow us to come in and rent the buildings and hold the events.
Saving history.
Yeah.
One event at a time.
So exactly. Go ahead, Robin.
No, that's right. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to ask, how long has Ghost Hunt USA been around?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. About the same time as Robin bought Ashmore.
Yep.
It's been a while. Yeah. The owner started with flying back and forth doing private readings in New York City, and somebody had mentioned to him that he needed to start doing paranormal things because people in the US, was crazy about it. So he rented out a small building called Burlington County Prison up in New Jersey and held an event there. I think it was him and, correct me if I'm wrong, Pam, 7 ladies.
Yeah, it was like 6 or so.
Yeah, which still come to our events, which is awesome.
Mhm.
And they asked him to kind of push the boundaries a little bit, which is something Ghost Hunts USA does not do. But I guess he was allowed to that night, and a cell door slammed. And he screamed and ran, and the ladies screamed and ran. And that's when he decided, okay, Americans get this. And that's how it all kind of started. We started out with, my goodness, just a couple locations. Five locations. And
yeah,
we have over 50 now.
Yeah, I think 44. I'm losing track.
Yeah,
I know. There's a lot more to that will be coming on this 2022 that we're working on a lot, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly it's grown just in the last year.
Yeah.
It's really exploded.
Yep.
Yes, it sounds like it. In fact, I'll let you guys can see Cheryl's question on the screen. I'll just let you guys answer that one.
Yes. I will not be there, but we will have events next weekend at Fairfield and Madison. We do have events there.
Yeah. Yeah. So one of our team members will definitely be there. Some of our team members will, but unfortunately we won't be. I'll be at Missouri next weekend.
I'll be at the Ballard Inn in Gettysburg.
Yeah. So we'll be all over the place, but you'll still have a wonderful time, Cheryl. And thank you so much.
That's fun though. Both those places are fun.
Yeah.
When you guys are doing the events and you got guests like Cheryl coming into those, it's not just, you just don't have like one person there, depending on how many people you have. You guys have it kind of figured out as far as how many people are going to be there versus how many attendees you have.
Absolutely. We usually break groups down anywhere from 10 to 15 people per group. So that right there will let us know ahead of time when we see the guest count on how many investigators we need to pull into that event. That's why we don't do ticket sales at the door anymore, because sometimes if a large group shows up to purchase tickets, they're not going to get the experience that they should because we won't have it staffed the right way. So that's why we always make sure that all sales happen online before the event takes place. So that way we can staff it appropriately and these guests have an incredible time.
So yeah, that's the way it should be. And when you guys bring equipment out, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat tonight. But yeah, when you guys bring equipment out, did you let them use what kind of stuff do you bring out?
All kinds of stuff.
Well, next question.
It really depends on the investigator. Yeah, every investigator has something different. We all have the basics. So we all have like the EMF detectors, dowsing rods, pendulums, recorders, trigger objects, an SB7 spirit box or Phasma box that we use on events. But certain team members can actually purchase, anything extra that they want. So, RIM pods, SLS cameras, anything like that. That's kind of changes per investigator as far as what they bring.
I forgot what I was going to ask. It was there.
So, well, it's that, Mike, that's why I wear a hat, so it doesn't escape so quick. So. What kind of time frames do you guys run these as far as the events, and what time do they start and finish and all?
Usually some start 7, 8 o'clock. 4 a.m. is usually our stop time, but we have quite a lot of locations that we do till 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So there are some that we do that long. Yeah. Yep. Just depends on the location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like Ashmore is 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So it's a sleepover event. One of our unique ones.
And there was a few people that stayed, I think, till I think there was one couple that were there, because that's right, you guys weren't there, but they one couple that was there, 2 girls that were going to leave like at 3:30 in the morning, and they decided to do one more time into the women's children's dining hall, and they were the last ones to leave at 9 o'clock. So they
awesome. Yeah,
they sat in there for 5 hours. So
wow,
yeah,
and
that's a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah, it's in fact, they walked out. They were like zombies walking out. They're like, they hadn't been to sleep all night, just sitting up there. But
now, welcome to Paranormal Hangover.
Yeah, exactly. Some locations are probably tougher to work with than others, or just almost impossible to get in, and there's some issues coming up. But we had somebody in the chat that had a question, and so I just want to, if it came up, I'm not sure if you guys are still there doing things or not anymore.
No, we are no longer at Randolph Asylum. We were there for goodness 2 years. I worked it every single weekend. We took a slight break from there, came back, and things changed. Sometimes, how can I put this, Pam? Help me out, Pam.
Well,
as I said, sometimes venues just don't work out.
Exactly.
Just,
and sometimes logistically, they don't work anymore, and it happens.
Yep. It's got to be a mutual, thing between you and the venue owners to work out. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Those things happen and life goes on. So
that's right. Yes. Thank you.
And,
for putting it nicely.
Jay doesn't push any boundaries. Beth, you and I, and I don't know if Pam knows Jay or not, but you, Mike, and I know that, that's not true. Jay's
that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah.
Good try, Jay.
Yeah. Here's one there that's relatively new to you guys.
Yes. Cheney Mansion in Jerseyville. We have 4 dates. Weekend. Yeah, we have 4 dates this month. This weekend, we have Friday, Saturday. We have 4 dates in November. That's coming up.
She froze.
Beth froze on us for a second there.
We do have this weekend. We still have some tickets available. Cheney Mansion is interesting. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
I finally got to check that place out thanks to Robin. We went to an event one weekend and we were coming back through and he's like, "You got a little bit of time?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." "Why? What's going on?" He's like, "Let's go by and I'll show you the place, and we'll check it out." And Roger was there and let us check it out, and everything. And I love that place. I want to go back.
Yeah. Did you investigate it at all? Did you?
No, it was one of those quick things. Sorry, it's like lightning. It was just one of those quick trips. Yeah, it's just one of those quick trips where, I just had enough time to kind of check it out. And then we had to get back and then get back home.
Okay. I was going to say, with you being at Rhodes Hotel, it wouldn't surprise me if it was not lightning, and that's why you were looking around. So,
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, what happened?
yeah.
What's funny is, like I was telling Robin earlier, I said, I've got like a dark cloud over me because literally because last week we did the show and the power went out all day long and then it came back on that evening, but then storms rolled through. It was storming while we were doing the show last week. And then now that's lightning, it's going to storm again.
It's a sign. It's an omen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheney Mansion is one that's been around for it's been around for years. I mean, it's over 100 years old, and you could move into that place tomorrow. I mean, it's gorgeous. The nice thing about it is one of the few places that you guys probably have that has heat and air conditioning available. Most places don't. There's 3 different buildings out there, so even though you guys got a small group, you can check out the church and then the stable and the mansion itself. And there's another building on the property, the schoolhouse, that I would love to get into. I've been out there before at Cheney, and I was out there talking to Roger one time, and I told him, I said, we need to investigate the school. And he's like, "Well, we're working on it. Maybe sooner or later we can get in there." I said, "No, we really need to do that." And the school bell rang. And I told him, I said, "Is that on a timer or something?" I'm just like nonchalant, and he's like, no, you've got to pull it to make it ring. I'm like, "Well, it's not the wind," because I took a picture. The flag on the flagpole in the school was hanging on the flagpole. It was just like draped straight down.
Oh, wow.
There was no wind out at all. And he said it had to get it'd be a gale to blow that thing. But it was, but yeah, it's just cool out there. There's a lot of stuff. It was part of the Underground Railroad and everything. The history just goes back so far, and it's just a beautiful place. So you guys have tickets still available, and it's gorgeous. I mean, in fact, I may have to run down there Friday night just for the heck of it, just early on, just to say hi to whoever shows up down there, because it's like an hour away from me, so it's pretty close.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Everybody that's wrote back in after doing the event has said amazing things, just how active it was and what an incredible time that they had there.
Yeah, I heard the basement was pretty wicked down there.
Oh yeah, down there where the slave seller area, I mean, they from the Underground Railroad, they would have the slaves that come in there and they'd hide them back there in the back. And I don't know, did you go in the basement, Mike? I don't remember if you were down there or not.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't go down there.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of interesting down there. So kind of a cool spot to go to down in that basement area. But yeah, Cheney's great. So what's the biggest location you guys go to?
Oh, we have a few.
I would have to say Crescent, though, because we have 7 buildings, and we have 7 buildings there to investigate. That's the biggest right now, and then Missouri State being our second.
Yeah, and then Old Montana State Prison. That would be our third one. That's huge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all 3 of those are amazing. And with Crescent, they're opening up as they're going through and cleaning it up and making sure it's safe for us to come through. They're opening up building after building after building for us. So it's going to keep growing from 7 to a lot more.
Yeah, that campus is huge. I want to say there's 37 buildings altogether. I mean, I know we can't do all of them, but oh my God, it's massive. It is absolutely massive. And it dates back from 1912. Wow. When it was first a sanitarium, which is cool. It was a TB sanitarium. Then it was a state-to-state asylum. And then it became a state prison. And a lot of they say they shut it down mostly because of the high suicide rate of the prison. So it goes history after history after history. It's so many layers.
Yeah.
Well, so, one question I always like to ask people, because it's interesting to hear the stories, is what got you into the paranormal field? Was it an experience, just the interest? What was it?
Go ahead, Pammy.
Oh, okay. I'll keep going on that one. Let's see. Honestly, I've always been interested in it, but what really got me started was I used to watch Ghost Hunters with my mom every Wednesday night at 9:00. Wouldn't miss it. And I said to her, one day I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ghost hunting. And sure enough, I dragged my sister with me, and I actually met the owner of Ghost Hunt USA, Tyler, at the event. I went to Ghost Hunt USA event, 2015 it was. And that's how it started, to be honest. And it's always been something, you know, I've always had the interest in, or kind of, I want to say dabbled in, sounds a little weird, but you know, something I always knew existed. So I had to find out more, and I'm still finding out more. It never ends. You're still always finding something new or something interesting, and it's such a huge world, and it's awesome.
That's true. My journey started when I was young. My house was built on Native American lands, and I used to get visited by the spirits of Native Americans. Super supportive family, though, who believed me when I said, I'm seeing these people. They never once said, you know, it's your imagination. Stop, you're dreaming. So the more I grew up, the more I kind of shut it down because of how much it did scare me. And then I became that girl that my friends wanted to go to the bars and I wanted to go to cemeteries. You know, let's do EVP sessions. I don't want to go to the bar. Let's go do something cool. Always doing the weird stuff at sleepovers, like the light as a feather, stiff as a board kind of stuff. So it's always kind of had that hold on me. And then the owner of Ghost Hunts found me in an abandoned school. So, which was actually my elementary school growing up. I was in helping the owner of the location and cleaning it up for an event that they were having that weekend. And he walked in and offered me a job on the spot, and I haven't looked back since. So, and it's true, like Pam said, it's just, there's always something. There's always something new to learn.
Even now, after doing this for 6 years, I think I've been with Ghost Hunt USA, I there's always something different. There's always something new, and it's exciting. It's fun. And it's not boring. I could say that.
It's true. That is true.
Yeah. Tim, you popped in earlier when you asked about location. We were talking about Cheney Mansion in it's actually just north of Alton, Illinois, in Jerseyville, Illinois. So that's the place we were at. But you guys had mentioned something that Beth said something about the getting on a job offered on the spot. You guys have opportunities if people want to come and work for Ghost Hunt USA.
Yep, absolutely. So on the website, there's you know, our haunted locations and other tabs, but there's one that says employment opportunity on there. So at ghosthuntusa.com, we are hiring, bringing on new people all across the U.S. That's going to start back up probably around December time, where we'll start reiterating the interview process. There's several steps that we take to make sure that you're the right fit, but we look for people who, you know, are unique and different. And we look for that personality more than anything, because the hardest part about investigating is not the equipment or setting it up or investigating in general. It's that part where everything gets quiet, right? And absolutely zero, nothing's happening, to think of what to do next or how to get some sort of activity. So when you look at what we do, you know, we have guests that we have to more so not entertain, but entertain, right? When nothing's happening and the spirits are not cooperating with us nicely, we have to make sure that those guests stay engaged and are excited to be there and are happy and are having fun. So that's kind of what we look for more than anything. We have people from the ages of 20 to the ages of 60 that are working with us. So we have a wide variety of people all across the U.S.
Well, there goes my chance to only go to 60.
We would make an exception for you, Robin.
Yeah, I could probably work that into my time schedule someplace, I'm
Yes,
sure. You know,
you have so much free time. You're the only person in the world I've met that with so much free time.
Norma's up there. Norma's upstairs watching you right now, probably going, no, no, you're not doing that. So
She's like, you got free time, here's your list.
yeah, no,
It's not longer.
yeah, there's no list. Yeah, it's all there. But I'm gonna, in fact, I got there's a good question. I'm gonna have Cheryl ask it, and I'm gonna preface it by saying you cannot say Ashmore Estates. Now, if somebody pops in there who's your favorite venue owner, you can answer that one then. But we'll start this in this.
Hey, wait.
Good point. Oh, gosh, that's a rough one.
That's a hard one.
I know. Every single one of our events are so different and unique, that I love them for multiple different reasons. Some are just because it's downright never disappoints, and this one's because of the history and the owners. Every single one of them changes and differs, and why I love all of them. I love them all.
Oh, that's a hard question, Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. They're all different. Every single one of them is different. Different locations, different spirits, different areas. Some have heat, some don't. I agree with that, though. It's true. You can't decide, and they're all pretty awesome.
Yeah, because I think we kind of touched on it earlier, but if there's a location that pops up that does not work out, then it's like gone.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys don't hang around there anymore. So, let's see. But
I see Dina's statement on there. Did you read that, Pam?
I don't see anything.
Click from private chat to comments. Dina says, "Love you, Pam. Your talent is incredible. I'm your biggest fan."
Oh yeah, because she's my sister.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say that.
Thanks, Dina.
Yeah, thanks, Dina.
Oh wow.
Oh, there's one for you, Beth. When you travel to different states, or do you wear clothes?
Oh, yeah.
Rodney's got that's a good question, and I always tell people my stock answer at Ashmore when people say, "Is this place really haunted?" And it's like we have anything going on. And I'm like, you can't make them tap dance, and it can depend on so much stuff. And I think the thing with the paranormal is we have no idea what causes it to happen, because we could try the same thing night after night after night, and it may only happen once or twice, and it just depends on the people that are there, the temperature, the time of the day, everything. It's just there's so many things that can happen, but who knows when it's gonna happen, when it's not.
That's true. They cannot perform on command. That's why a lot of times we'll tell our guests, when you watch the Ghost Hunter shows, a lot of those shows they'll record for day after day after day to then smash their evidence into a 45-minute show. We have one night. So patience is the key. It doesn't come out like the shows do. You're not going to have evidence after evidence after evidence. There's going to be some quiet spots just to be prepared.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna ask, do you have a location that you haven't been to that is on your list, like that you would, like if somebody asked you like right now, said, "Hey, if you want to come into this place, you'd be there like right now"?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Sad thing is, I live in Ohio. I've never been to Waverly in Kentucky.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was with Trans-Allegheny, because that one, huge.
I haven't been to Trans, but I've been to Waverly. Of course, Mike worked down there, and
I've been there a few times.
Yeah. I think you guys could check with Waverly, because they're changing some things down there, and they'll probably do some events, so you might be able to get in there next year without any problem doing a few things.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, Rodney's comment here kind of follows up to it's really getting loud there, Mike. We got airplanes landing out there, or what?
There's a fire truck going by.
Oh.
There's a fire truck just went by.
Let us know if the smoke detectors go off, Mike. Let me know. I'll mute you. So.
Yeah.
The bad thing is I've got noise canceling here, so I won't hear it probably.
True.
But you guys will see smoke behind me, and I'll just be like, "What?"
Yeah.
You're like, wow, misty apparitions behind you.
But yeah, like Rodney said, it just depends on the person. I mean, it just depends on who's there and what's going on and everything. So we never know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. How much did you guys did you guys pay her, or what?
Yes,
Addie,
all the time, all the time. We love you, Addie.
Oh my God.
Now, you guys work with Addie at a location, or?
Yes.
Yeah. So Addie manages Fairfield County Infirmary and Madison Seminary. And she's also helping out with one of our newer locations in Indiana. So yeah, we work closely with her all the time.
Well, tell us about those locations.
Oh, go ahead, Pammy. You're the
Well,
location.
the new one is Indiana State Sanatorium. It's huge. We decided to go there on the hottest day of the summer.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's massive. It is absolutely massive. And Addie was awesome, and the owner, and they took us around, and we checked it out. We have an event there Halloween weekend. Actually, It's our first event there. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that is going to be a good one.
Hey, there's 2 other places that she's involved in. Tell us about those 2.
Yeah, Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio. Goodness, that one's a big place as well. Several floors to that one. Used to be, gosh, Pam, you know how I am with history.
It was
Civil War. Yes, the women, right?
Too, at one time for boys, and then it was for the Civil War matrons. The ladies?
The wives.
I forgot. Yes, thank you. And then there was also an asylum for some time there. It was many different things and many different layers there. The attic is pretty sick. And then Fairfield, that's pretty interesting too. That's a massive location. They have the cemetery that you get to investigate.
I hear Delilah.
Oh my God.
One in on the conversation.
Oh, let me tell my daughter to come get the cat. I'm sorry.
I do, Ashley. I do kidnap people from locations.
Yeah, I know.
Just to come work for us, though. Like, I don't take you home. I just recruit you.
This must be another one of your workers.
That's the sister. That's the sister.
That's the one, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a good question too about the employment stuff.
Okay. So it really depends. So we have different regions. We have the East region, Midwest, South, and West region. We try to work you within your region, but we try to keep you as close to your home as possible. And it really just depends on you and your availability. If you're open and available to travel from Illinois to Missouri or to Kansas, then that's where we'll put you. It's just you kind of tell us what you're available to do.
And you don't require it every weekend or anything like that either, do you?
Nope, we do not require every weekend. We do want at least 1 weekend a month, just so that way you can keep up on the culture of the company and stay in with everything that's changing, and because we're going through some major changes right now with the company, which is a good thing.
Well, that's what happens when you hire people like Ashley. So
yeah. We still have her in the closet locked up though after the kidnapping. We haven't let her out yet.
So there's a question here in the chat room I see is, what is your favorite equipment to use that Dustin just asked there a bit ago?
Favorite equipment. Goodness. I love trigger objects. Only for the simple fact is, if you're knowledgeable of what can falsely trigger them and take care of that and eliminate that, to put that down at the end of a dark hallway and have the guests lined up against a wall or in doorways, and seeing a REM pod trigger or a K2 meter going off when you know that it's not anything else around it is just mind-blowing how much energy spirits can use to manipulate for communication to get their stories out and across. I'd have to say that's my favorite. Any and all triggers.
Yeah. I'm going to say yourself, to be honest, I think is probably the best piece of equipment. I think we've used them. I love hearing stuff. God, when the REM pod goes off, I get really excited. But we also ourselves are the biggest, piece of equipment too. Just feeling the energy around you and kind of getting that kind of creepy feeling, I guess you want to say. But yeah, that and recordings. Oh, recordings are awesome when you get that disembodied voice you don't hear. It's so exciting.
Beth, have you ever used like that piece of equipment that's sitting on the behind you there next to the wall, leaning up against the wall?
Oh, the Ouija board?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people are very scared of Ouija boards. And to each their own. I think, like, if you're knowledgeable on it, on how to open it and how to close it, any and every piece of equipment that you use is very similar to a Ouija board. It's opening up that form of communication. So recordings, SB7s, EMF detectors, dowsing rods and pendulums, they're all just like a Ouija board. It's just a form of communication with the other side. If you treat it properly, then you shouldn't have any issues or any problems.
Yeah, I agree. I have Ouija boards. I collect those, and I think I've got 25 or 30 of them in the other room there. And yeah,
Oh wow,
I don't pay any attention. It's like, yeah,
I
they're
have
just
one, just one.
I'm not surprised with Robin though, because like if anybody has been to the theater, it's like I can go there and be like, "Do you have this?" And it's like, "Oh, let me dig through," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've got like 5 of them."
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
And Ashley and Ron are out here, so I'm sure that they'll probably have to chime in about that too. But yeah, I have a tendency to kind of go overboard at times with certain things.
No,
And my wife's upstairs going like this right now. But
Just a
yeah,
little
so there's
bit.
a few things like that might happen. But yeah, Mike, there was a question for you there.
It's it like there's lightning. I don't think it's raining or anything, but yeah, there's lightning like kind of crazy. Can you guys see it flashing in the
Yes,
background?
uh-huh.
Is it? Yeah, the lightning's kind of crazy because it's lighting everything up. It's like because I'm facing the windows and like the doors are over here. Yeah, it's I'm just waiting on like everything to just start going nuts, power go out. You guys will be like, "What happened to Mike?" And
Should we go check on him?
We'll
yes, everything just goes out.
It's easy. I can just remove him, so it's not a problem. So,
We'll just leave them in the dark.
Yeah, you can watch the replay, Mike, of your own show.
see how like see the abuse, like yeah, see the abuse I have to deal with.
that's because Crystal's not here. So,
so I have to take the okay, all right.
Oh, the only thing I've ever seen is a shapeshifter before. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but spirit energy can be manipulated any way that they choose to, right? So once they pass, they are just energy. So I know that I've seen human energy that has changed the way that they looked and shaped themselves into something even scarier to kind of keep us away, to scare away others. So I have seen shapeshifters, but nothing else that's listed there.
yeah, I haven't ran any situations like that with any of those.
No.
That's good.
They're probably just scared of me or something. I don't know. So
The pig man kind of scares me more, I think, than all the others.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I have ran into Bodine the Bigfoot though, so you've got to watch out for Bodine.
There you go. But the problem is Robin, that they probably look at you and say, "It's December. Why is this guy in shorts? You need to stay away from him."
That could happen. So, or March or January, February, like when you guys were out at Ashmore doing some training.
Yes. So. Yes.
I remember the time that we did like a Facebook Live here at Rhodes Hotel one time. It was like January, snow on the ground, and we're out here by the sign, and Robin's in shorts on one side of the sign. I'm wearing shorts on the other side, and we're just talking, and like we had all these people. We went back and reading it, like the comments and stuff, and they're just like, "You guys are crazy. You're wearing shorts." Well, it could be kind of crazy if you saw us without, and if we weren't wearing them, we were wearing like pants or something.
That's true.
Yeah.
The girl that was shooting the video was out there, and her hand was shaking. She was so cold. It was like, yeah. So it's like, could you guys hurry this up because I'm freezing? Yeah. So.
Not you two. You're acclimated for sure.
Yeah.
No, there's another location we haven't really talked about. It's what you guys have been down to a few times as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mineral Springs.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that was me or Anne, because Anne has the triggered dog as well. Mine's a bulldog. He's out in my garage. Yeah. Good. What did you think of Mineral Springs? To Cheryl. Mineral Springs is amazing.
It is.
Yeah. It's one of those places that you can never understand how large that place actually is by looking at the photos, although Pam does amazing, incredible photos, the best photographer I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
That place, oh, you're welcome. That place is so huge. Like it's so big. There's so many floors and levels and rooms and nooks and crannies that you can go into and investigate there. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's one of those you can take a lot of people at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting, that back room by the pool, that dark room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or the slaughterhouse.
Most people don't like the sub basement there.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that where the pool? Wait, no, that's not where the pool is it?
No.
Yeah. It's on the back side of the pool.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm all right.
I think it's
There's
kinda like
also a
down another level.
slaughterhouse. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, the sub basement areas, right? That they called it the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
I don't know that it actually was. I always kind of question that. They've
Yeah.
had things hanging up there on the ceiling that they said was where they hung animals and things like that. But I looked at that stuff, like it's too lightweight. It looked to me more like it was hanging tobacco and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I looked at too. But I've been to other locations that's had those same things, and it's almost like wire guides, or at least what other locations have used them for was wire guides.
Yeah, from what I understand, I don't think that it ever
Right.
became a slaughterhouse, if I'm correct on that. I could be wrong, but I think so. Ashley would probably know that answer.
Well, so Ron just kind of mentioned here, it hung tobacco, and I agree. That's what I always thought it was. They used to tell me it was meat. I've gone there probably a dozen times or so, and they used to try to tell me it was always meat. I'm like, I don't think so. But we've had a lot of experiences down there, and in fact, she had some experiences in the pool and as well. But I've been down there, like I said, about a dozen times, and we've had some experiences. I haven't had as much upstairs as much as I've had in the pool area and the sub basement area.
Yeah,
it's where I've always had some issues.
Yeah.
I only got to check out a fraction of the place. Like when we were there for the event there a few years ago, I did get to check out like the pool area and just a few other small areas, but I really didn't get to see as much as I had hoped to, but it's kind of a little bit harder on crutches and stuff with some of those areas for me anyway.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of flights down and a lot of flights up. That's for sure. The place is really big.
Through like little tiny doorways to get downstairs. So, I was right. Ashley said it was not a slaughterhouse.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought that 10 years ago. And so when I investigated, I'm like, the person that took us on the tour told us that. I'm like, yeah, I think they're wrong. I'm just, but that's how some of the folklore stuff, kind of talking about it there, but some of the folklore stuff spreads out so much in these places that we stopped it out at Ashmore. I'm like, no, we're not talking about that stuff anymore because we can't prove it. We're not talking about it. Simple as that.
Right. There's no history on it. It's pointless. It's hearsay from that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you guys familiar with Ralph House or the McDonald bed and breakfast? I don't know either.
No.
I'm not sure.
No.
Where's that at, Stephanie?
It might be a good place to check out sometime.
I might have to look that up right now.
Yeah. I'm writing it down.
Are you? Thank you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like Cheryl said, she had a lot of activity in the pool there at Mineral Springs. So
yeah. Oh, it was both of us. It was me and Ann working that. Oh, okay. Awesome. It was probably my puppy then that we put out there.
Oh, it's in Illinois. With Tustin?
Oh, the Rough House. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one. I've been up there. I haven't been in it, but I've been up there by it before. So I've been to that one, and then Attica, Indiana. So I'm not sure where that's at. But yeah, Rough House. That's probably, I don't know if you guys ever been up there at all, but that's one of those probably 13 types places that you want to 13 person places to look at.
Yeah, we will look into both of those. Thank you.
Yeah, like Ashley said here, Dave said that it was never a slaughterhouse, that it was down by McDonald's, which is no longer there because it burnt to the ground. So
wow. I remember the one time we were there. We remember the police chase. I remember that the one time.
Oh yeah,
I make it to Mineral Springs.
Mineral Springs. Yeah, that was what we weren't being chased by the police. Just
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, it was. Yeah.
yeah.
Just say what you two do.
I was
Well-
wondering that myself.
It was the Ghost Brothers. So no, and they didn't do anything, but we actually had an event there with the Ghost Brothers and Chip Coffee, and they wanted to stop off and get something to drink at the gas station. So we did, and there was a police chase going on as we pulled in and parked. There was a police, they come zipping through the parking lot, and they went around the back of the building, and the Ghost Brothers like only in Alton, Illinois. You know, and so and if you're familiar with those guys, they're hilarious anyway. But so the car went around the building and started to come back around, and so they ran down the sidewalk to see where it was going. And just about the time they got to the end of the sidewalk, the car looked like it was going to come down the sidewalk. And so here they come running back, and I'm videotaping the whole thing. I've got the camera, phone going, and they come running down like, oh, we're gonna get ran over here. But then the truck actually ended up going out in the intersection. The ironic thing is that they stopped it right across the street from the police department. And
Oh my God.
the guy wouldn't get out of the truck, so they threw the canine dog in the truck with the guy. So, and I don't know how that worked from there, but I'm not thinking it went well. So,
Didn't they hit at some point too? Wasn't I was
one of the
thinking
police
from
cars
video,
ran in the truck.
Yeah, they rammed the truck and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
It's like watching cops.
Right.
Yeah, it's on my Ashmore Estates page. If you scroll down a little ways, we put it on there because when the Ghost Brothers were out. But even part 2 is even kind of funny because when they were out at Ashmore just recently, I was sitting downstairs while they were doing their Q&A session upstairs, and 2 deputy sheriffs walk in, and I'm like, "Can I help you guys?" And they're like, "We're here for a 911 hang up." And what that means is that somebody called 911 and then hung up the phone. Like, the wife was beating on her husband, and husband calls 911, he hangs up the phone. And, so they came out to check it out. I said, no, there wasn't anybody here, but I said, there's an event upstairs with some guys that have been on TV, during a QA session. You go up there if you want to. So they go upstairs and they walk up there. Now, everybody in the audience has their back to the police officers. So the only people that know they're at the top of the stairs are the Ghost Brothers. And so the cops walk up there, and I looked at it on the video, and these guys were like, what the heck? What are these guys doing here? And they said, can we help you? And I said, yeah, we want to make sure there's not a 911 call. Somebody hung up, and they're like, no, nobody up here. No problems here. And so those guys came down the stairs, and the Ghost Brothers are like running through the building to get out. And so they were going to leave. But I went upstairs after the deputies left. I'm like, why is it when I'm around you guys, the police are always involved? So,
yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Oh my God.
I might have to go watch the video now.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. We have looked into that one.
Yeah, we just haven't had contact back. We've contacted them actually several times, but never got anything back from them. So I don't know if they're interested or not.
There's another one there that this isn't too far from you, Beth.
Hannah House. I've heard of the Hannah House.
It's not too far from here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard of that one too, and I think if I'm correct on something, but yes, that's a.
Yep, I've heard of that one. You guys are sending some awesome locations. Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of those also that I think that you probably look at like the 13 type situation.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a couple. I haven't been there myself, but I've seen a lot of pictures looked at. I think it just recently sold too.
That's
because because I think my news feed blew up when people were talking about it was being for sale. I got tons of people said, you should buy this. Like, no, I don't need any place else. I'm done with places. So
I can't remember, I've lost count of the times that I would see people tag you on Facebook and be like, this place is for sale, it's haunted. Hey, Robin, we gonna buy it?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's like, no, I'm done. I'm finished. So
means you're a trustworthy owner.
So, I'm just a nut that buys places that in bad shape.
Speaking of, we actually did hold events in Nopamine, out in Minnesota. We did 2 4-night weekends there. But there was something kind of happened where the location's not open anymore to the public. So we had to put a hold onto that one.
And some of these, I mean, I've been to locations before that the venue owners just don't put any money into them. It's basically just get everybody they can out of there and let it go at that. And they don't really care. They're just worried about making more money than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they sometimes realize how much work it actually is.
True.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
there's a lot of
true.
time that goes into them, more
Yeah.
so than most people think. So you guys got any big places coming up that you're looking at trying to get added on that you haven't done yet?
there's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. And there's going to be a lot too that we already have worked on and hopefully will be on next year. But I can't say those yet until they're out, for sure. But
That's
yeah.
right.
So
Just
that's
be
what-
excited. Everybody be excited for 2022.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I mean, you already have a ton of places right now and just adding more to it all the time. And which means when you add people to it, add locations, you got to start adding staff. So are we doing January in the winter again at Ashmore or what? So
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, our location team is absolutely incredible. Like they have knocked it out of the ballpark, and is making my job a little stressful to staff all of these locations, but that's okay. I'll take it. So yeah, it's very exciting, the growth. As of January of this year, we had 22 fully trained staff members and no trainees. And I think, what was it, Pam? Like 22 locations? 21? Am I more than?
Yeah, I think. No, I can't. I've lost count. Maybe I'm going to go with what. Right, Beth, you're right.
Yeah. Somewhere between 15 and 20. Let's put it that way.
There you
15
go.
and 20
Yeah.
locations. And then when the whole changeover kind of started happening, and they said, okay, Beth, you're going to be the culture training manager. Go. We're up to 93 team members now. And like we was talking about earlier, 40 some locations and growing, because a lot of those won't be launched until 2022. So it's been a huge change. It's awesome.
Yeah,
oh, my brother's
awesome.
on there. Hi, brother.
Your brother. Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh, look at.
Yeah.
No.
So is Tyler sitting home pulling his hair out now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Good. Yeah. So he's not listening. I don't think he's in there. So yeah, that's good for him. Keep him honest. So,
Oh, he'll listen tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'd tell it to him anyway.
Yeah, you would.
Yes, exactly.
That is
So
true.
yeah, I get myself in trouble all the time like that. So I don't worry about it.
Yeah. And he knows. He knows. If it's from you, he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
fun.
I think Tyler always cringes if I call him or send him a text. He'd be like, "Oh God, what went wrong now?" So,
That was a good accent. That was great. Yeah, he does that with a lot of our very important locations, where if they send a message, just say hi. He's like, "Oh no, what happened? What happened?
What happened?" Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Just saying hi." That's okay. You should start doing it from now on, Robin. Just like once a week, just say hi. See what happens.
Yep. And then don't respond back to him when he sends me. It's like, "What's going on?" And like, just let it go. And
Yeah.
And then really getting worried. It's like, don't answer him back or anything. So
Yeah.
I do that with Mike every once in a while. And he's like, is there a problem? What's going on? So it's like, yeah. So
Where you at? Come on.
Yeah. Send a
Get
message
back to
saying, "Are you free? Are you free this afternoon?" And then just don't write him back for 2 or 3 days.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got 5 minutes to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I will say that you guys have always done a good job out at Ashmore. We've not had any problems with anything. Yeah, you're always going to have that one or two persons that aren't going to like something, no matter what you do, and that happens no matter where you go. As small as a group might be, or as large as a group is, it's always going to be a couple situations. But you guys always seem to me like it's been a great spot for, especially for the person that's kind of new, that maybe not have any information or doesn't know what to do or how to do anything, or the person that's got a lot of experience but just wants to get in that one location that's $1,500, but they can't afford to spend $1,500, so they can come in for you guys for $129 or whatever the charge is to do it, and so they can experience that place and see it firsthand, because you're not stuck with that guide the entire night. You guys do some free roam stuff. So
that's right. Yep. So we're only with you for about half the night. And then we do what's called free roam, where we'll actually put all of our equipment out for you guys. All we ask for is a driver's license in return. You give us a driver's license, we'll give you one piece of equipment, because it is our personal equipment. So we want to ensure that we get it back and can go home and take it to another event so other guests can enjoy it. And then you get to roam all the locations or all the areas that we showed you that night with equipment and do your own thing.
So, Mike, we just need to get a lot of fake driver's license and start going to their events and picking up equipment as we go.
Yeah, just
I'll take the thermal camera and so.
What are you talking about? Just go in your garage. You probably have everything we have.
Well,
yeah, 5 of them.
Actually, I bought another building just so I could put my paranormal equipment in, actually. So
then Pam and I are going to come up with our driver's license and get your stuff.
What building
is
that, Robin?
It's in Auburn, Illinois, but so I feel pretty safe because, Pam, it took you 6 years to get Ashmore. In 6 years, you'll probably come to the auction that they have when they sell all my stuff and I'm dead. So,
Ouija board. I'll talk to you that way. It's all good. I'll grab a Ouija board.
Oh my god!
You'd probably rather have the Frank's boxes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like 20. There's about 25 of those in there. So
just a few.
The actual Frank's boxes, not the fake knockoffs. So
wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Now
I've only seen one. I've only seen one in my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like he's
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, wait a minute, I have one under my desk.
I usually have one down here on the floor, but it's not there right now. So
I'm surprised. They didn't have like 10 of them in the floor.
Yeah.
Hold on. Like, let's start picking them up. Be like, here's one, and over here we have
Ouija boards, but no Frank's boxes there, but
forgot to
they're
put that
in the
one
other
in my
room.
back pocket.
But I do have an Obelisk 5 sitting on my desk. So that's still in the wrapper that I haven't opened up yet. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get to it.
Well,
he says that, but like half the time, like when I was talking about the 5 things that he has, like when I go over there to see him, none of them are open. I'll go over there. And he'll be like, "Oh, I've got like 7 recorders over here," and you pick them up. It's like, Robin, not one of these is open. It's like, which one do you use? Oh, I've got like 2 of them. It's open. I use those. Right. These other 7 just haven't got to yet.
Yeah, it's like those toys. If you unwrap them, they lose value.
Yep.
Exactly. I mean, it's it's kind of like fishing. You got to have a lot of lures when you go out because you don't know what they're biting on. So that's the same way with equipment. You got to have a lot of stuff. You never know what you're going to need. So
that is true.
But in Robin's case, there's like 7 of the same bobbers that are out there on the pond.
14 fishing poles.
Yeah.
But if you guys ever get to Cheney Mansion, you got to hit me up because it's I'm at like a little over an hour away from Cheney Mansion, so just up north a little way. So yeah, just because I live in an old movie theater, and I'm a little different, and just me, Norma, and John Wayne Gacy hanging out. So
that's right.
But that's for another show. But I'm going to throw this link up there again. And you guys can tell you any place else as far as where they can get a hold of you, where they can contact you. And, if there's someplace that's best to get in touch with you to talk about investigations or employment possibilities or whatever.
Yeah. The link right there, GhostHuntsUSA.com is the best way to look at any and all of our locations that we have. That's also where you'll find the employment opportunity. On Facebook page as well, direct you straight there. You can also email in at hello@ghosthuntsusa.com. That's a good way to get in contact with us as well.
So Pam, anything else? Or Pam's just over there playing. She's like my guy here from
I'm just a bobblehead over here.
she's just like Ray from Menards in her bobblehead.
She's like, send me to Bellinary.
I'm agreeing.
So, and Karen, I think Karen must be talking about you, Mike, because she said a little different, and I can't imagine she's talking about me, but
No, not you at all.
and yeah, and Jackie, this will never happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie, she's a team member as well. Jackie and Lori Becker, they're both team members of ours also.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to really watch her. That means Ashley knows her, and Ashley knows how to get to my house.
That's
So,
right.
and,
Drop that in the comments, Ashley.
Yeah.
thanks. Don't tempt her. After my comment, she said something about not going to be showing up to Ashmore this weekend. She's at Ashmore for the next 3 weekends in a row, so she'll be.
Nice.
Yeah, she's going to be a little stuck out there. I think she's just going to move out there, so
Yeah.
just live in the bunkhouses out there. But
Move over, Sue. Here she comes.
yeah,
It's not a bad
Mike,
place to be stuck on.
no, it could be worse. It could be here. So, Mike, you got anything else for these two ladies?
I think we're pretty thorough with things tonight, I believe. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah, yes, she does. But that's all right. I have cameras and alarm
Oh,
systems. So.
yeah.
I'll call you.
Oh, these guys are really nice and thoughtful tonight. Ron knows how to get here too. Okay, so say Ron, Ron's gonna bring the shopping cart. That's fine, Ron. Just don't forget who's not taking you to these events that you want to go to with me.
Or
Uh-oh.
you're going to be recorded on the police chase.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But well, thanks a lot, Pam Beth, for coming in tonight, and
Yes, thank
especially
you.
at last modus. Just appreciate you guys coming in, and everybody needs to check out Ghost Hunt USA. It's a great spot to go check out. Great, their websites, they got all kinds of stuff going on there. So check it out and go. Hit them up, join them for an investigation sometime.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Robin.
So-
Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you, guys.
Yes. Thanks for being
No
on.
problem.
Thank you. We appreciate
All
it.
right. Yep.
Thank you.
Let you
Have a
guys go.
wonderful
Thanks much.
evening.
Yes.
Thanks, you guys too.
Have a good night.
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Okay. Well, now that we've harassed them as much as they possibly can, but I think it's we're next week. We've got if I've got it up here. Let's see here. Where did I do with it? There it is. Oops, it keeps moving on me. Okay. Next Tuesday
There it
night,
is.
Ted Lindbergh and Robert Murch. That's gonna be a fun night, especially
Yes.
2 hours with those guys. And Chad's a great guy, and if you don't know Robert Murch, talking about Ouija boards, Robert knows more about Ouija boards than anybody can ever think about. He's probably forgot more than most people ever know.
Yeah.
So-
Next week is going to be really, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yep, looking forward to those guys coming on here. One thing, make sure if you have Lost Limbs Foundation, help them out. Contact Mike, and if you have anybody that needs help, somebody that needs some help, check it out and talk to him, and he'd be glad to try to see what he can do to help things out. We've just started. Mike just hooked this up today. We're gonna have a YouTube channel for LLF Radio, and I'll throw a link on our pages too. It's a little easier to get to right now because it's brand new, but we're gonna have these all the interviews and everything will be on there. So if you missed it, you can go back to that because they'll drop off of our Facebook pages or get hidden or something. So they'll all be on the on that page there, so you can check it out there at the YouTube channel.
Go subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, because I think we have one subscriber right now.
Oh, we do. We got one.
Yeah,
You.
so yeah,
I need to
that
go
was
on.
it. So-
I got to go on. I've got one. I got a channel set up for like Lost Limbs Foundation. I'll have to go on there. We'll have two.
and you could do it yourself personally, and then we'd have three. So
Yeah, I'll have to make one for myself. I don't think I have one for myself. I need to make
Oh.
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And Crystal probably, if we get Crystal to do it with each of her attachments, we'd have like 20. I mean, it'd be like just going crazy. So
Yeah.
and speaking of Crystal too, if you're looking to book a Rhodes Hotel at some point, just give her a call, harass her a little bit, set up a time, and get into Rhodes Hotel where Mike's at right now. And it's a great location to investigate and helps the charity as well. So
I'm
the
like,
picture
yeah,
on the
right
picture
back
on the
here.
wall, or back here on this wall.
Yeah, right back there behind Robin. Yeah.
And I still have my Ashmore pictures down there. So I got to get that up. It just weighs a bunch. So, But yeah, then we can go jump over here and where'd it go to? There it is. Just going to kind of end with this video that a lot of people that aren't familiar with the charity kind of gives you an idea of what it's all about. So thanks a lot for joining us tonight. We'll put this
Thanks,
on,
guys.
but make sure you come in next week with Robert and Chad.
Yes. See you next week, guys. My name is Mike, and I'm the founder of the Lost Limbs Foundation. The Lost Limbs Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides assistance to amputee children in need of prosthetics. I started the charity after my own struggles after my leg being amputated just above the knee. Prosthetics cost thousands of dollars, and the average lifespan is 5 to 7 years on a prosthetic. Kids are constantly growing, so they'll go through multiple prosthetics throughout their life. This is the prosthetic leg that I use, and the cost was about $70,000. The Rhodes Hotel is in Atlanta, Indiana, and is owned and operated by the Lost Limbs Foundation. We are currently doing photo shoots, ghost hunts, and special events to help raise money for the charity. For more information, you can go to lostlimbsfoundation.org. With your help, we can help these kids one step at a time.